Alright, this is going to be my last excerpt from my book. Alright. I laid down, placing my head on the pillow and looking up into her eyes. "Kiss me." As soon as my tongue left my mouth, I heard a deafening noise. I felt the whole house shake. What the happened? I found myself picking myself up off of the floor, clearing the blackened debris off my back, to falling off of my back as I stood. I looked around, confused, writhing in pain, emanating all throughout my naked body. I looked down, to be met by a disturbing blackened self. My skin looked as if it were melting off of me, as if any minute it would just fall off to the scorched earth underneath my charred feet. I looked around as everything began to feel surreal, as the screams drifted to me, seeming to be muffled out as people ran around, flames engulfing their entirety. I surveyed the ground, maybe 10 or 20 yards in front of me, only to see guts mangled amongst blown up pieces of flesh, all on the red blackened earth. I meandered, barely able to walk, trying to keep them from buckling, looking around only to be met by a little girl, missing everything from the waist down, as she looked up at me, begging for help, as she pushed herself along, dragging herself with her arms. I kept on walking, unable to face this girl any longer, now coming up to the remains of a school, only known as so by the playground scattered amongst the battered building. The highest wall had a swing set sticking into it. Very weird. I pushed on, moving, seeing more and more people running around, some missing arms and some legs, others screaming, running aimlessly around on fire, till they collapsed as I watched their bodies cook on the blackened earth. And not to mention, everyone's skin I saw resembled blackened, melting plastic, as if it were going to peel away from their bodies, and yet all these people begging me for help, as if they needed me. Yet I just kept on walking, abandoning them. I was struck speechless. I didn't even feel anything. Everything just seemed doled out to me. Yet the scene seemed to be playing back for me in slow motion, allowing me not to miss anything, for it slowed down to make sure I didn't. I felt the vibrations as the noise momentarily doled out the last few remaining screams emanating from a distance. I looked up as a man in all black slid down a rope, hitting the ground right in front of me. "Everything is gonna be alright. Just hold on, girl." He wrapped his arms then legs around me, and someone in the helicopter hoisted us up. As I sat down, I saw the charred remains of a woman as she looked over into my eyes. I will never forget those eyes. Now they burned her pain deep within me. I could just pick up her screams as she writhed in extreme pain. "Are you alright?" "Yes, what happened?" "A nuclear bomb exploded. You're lucky to have survived." "Who bombed us?" "I'm not sure. We haven't been informed yet." "How long are we going to be flying, and to where?" "About 1 to 2 hours. We will be landing at a hospital in Washington, D.C. That's the nearest radiation hospital." "I don't think she's going to make it that long." "What's happening to your skin? Hey, look at this, Kevin." "Your skin appears to be healing." I'm not human, is all." "What? Then what are you?" "First, you tell me what is going on here. What do you know about this?" "That the government told you not to tell me." "I really don't believe that the government doesn't know what's going on here. Who really bombed us?" "It wasn't another country. It was just..." "Kevin, no. We're not allowed to say." We could go to jail for treason. Please do go on. Don't worry. I'm very close to the president. I assure you that nothing will happen to you. Oh, you know the president? Yep. Please do continue. First, what is your name? I'll radio you in. Tara. Please do finish what you were saying, Kevin. Right, well, it was one of our own bombs. We had no use for it anymore. It merely became obsolete. So one of our technicians made a fatal mistake. These obsolete bombs didn't have the new casings, which would have prevented such a chain reaction. Merely what should have been one bomb going off underground turned into 20 or so going off at once. We have orders to bring you to the White House after we drop this girl off. Alright. See ya, YouTube.